What's happening, YouTube gang? It's your boy 007 Crescendo, and today we're gonna be talking about Morris Chestnut and Tyrese fooling around. Now, before I get started on that topic, I want to speak on the fact that this rumor was actually floating around on the back end. I think like a couple years ago, or possibly 10 years ago, and I haven't gotten around to thoroughly research it, but we gonna talk about it this live, right? Um, I personally, I personally don't care who these people mess around with because I know most of the black industry is DL and phony, so it didn't shock me when I found this out, right? I forgot the person that wrote about it. I think it was a lady, and she was like, Tyrese and Morris Chestnut was fooling around. So that made me look at Morris Chestnut differently. Like, I kind of already felt something weird about Morris Chestnut, but I read everything, right? And the reason why I do that is because of the way I was treated, right? I was treated so unprofessionally that they believed every rumor they heard about me, no matter if it didn't have substance or not, right? And they lied about me. So it's like outside rumor talk, they lied about me. So what I've been doing is exposing the absolute dog shit out of the whole industry, whether it's truth or lies. Now, if it's lies, I'm a backtrack it and be like I was wrong type shit. But at this point, we know this industry. We know this industry is full of weird shit and DL people, devil worshippers, right? So let's talk about Morris Chestnut and Tyrese, but I'm gonna talk about Morris Chestnut first. I'm gonna talk about Morris Chestnut first. Now, I ain't ever had a problem with Morris Chestnut till my love episode, right? He always actually been a cool dude to me. Like, when it comes to his acting, I wouldn't say he was the best, but he wasn't bad. Like, Morris Chestnut actually was like one of the top few black actors in the game, especially from the 90s, right? And he really wasn't ever problematic. So at first I didn't look at it that way. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where is all this energy coming from, right? So I didn't start picking up on them vibes till I started liking Lisa, right? And she ended up getting on one of the episodes of his little show that's not doing shit right now. And I noticed how she didn't even talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So just in case people be like, I'm just saying random shit. I saw how she acted with y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? She didn't post about it. She didn't even let people know that she was on that episode, right? But his show did. The show named Watson, right? Watson been on air since 2024, I think, 2023, something like that. But I don't watch it. I ain't ever just looked at it. I don't hear about it. And the DO community, of course, you know, they think they promoting or whatever, but ain't nobody talking about it right now. But what had happened was around 2025, the episode dropped when she was on there, right? And I didn't know about it till I seen the Watson account popping up on my algorithm really hard. I'm talking about extremely hard. Like how she was popping up, right? But the thing was, the clip that I thought I was seeing had Morris Chestnut on the thumbnail, so I'm thinking they probably want me to watch the show or somebody just, you know, trying to get my attention, or whatever, from that account. I click on the little link finally, because it's about 3 days after seeing it. Whole time, Lisa's on the episode. So I was feeling some kind of way. I was like, why they just didn't put her on a thumbnail? But I pushed that into the back, right? Pushed that to the back. So I watched a little clip. It was kind of cappy. It was kind of weird or whatever. But it still kind of made sense, right? After that, I think Morris Chestnut started saying slick shit, right? This was like around the time I started following him. I wasn't following him at first, but he was popping up on my algorithm really hard, right? So I followed him out of respect for Lisa, trying to support niggas, right? I'm thinking he different because he don't say too much. He starts capping. But what the difference between the other people's capping versus his is that he got that chill cap. Like he ain't gonna be extra with it. He gonna say his little thing calmly, and then try to just lay it on us like that, right? I can't remember like every single thing he said, but I know one of the moments that was very weird was him and and the other little supporting character on Watson, which was a lady she worked with on that Medea's Family Reunion movie, right? They said some slick shit, right? And what made me feel some kind of way about him and her is that he ain't even respected in the black community like that. And then we don't even know your name like that. We don't even talk about you. So I don't even know why y'all felt like y'all could just joke around and say little shit like that, right? So after he did that, I said, oh, okay, you one of them, right? So what I did was research. I did some research. I was like, let me find some shit about Morris Chestnut since he want to be quiet and kelp. Let me see what they saying about you on the back end. Then I'm scrolling, and I found an article from like '09. It's like '09, '08. A lady said that Morris Chestnut and TYRESE got caught messing with each other, fooling around. And I had to reread it. I was like, what? Morris Chestnut and TYRESE? Now, I would have expected an unknown nigga like Morris Chestnut and some little prostitute or whatever, right? That motherfucker said Morris Chestnut and TYRESE was caught fooling around. And the way that article was written, it must have been for years. Like, it wasn't just one incident. The way the article said what it said. Now, I understand a lot of people could lie or whatever, but we just gonna play with the theory, right? The way the article was said and the way it was written, this has been going on for some years. And they didn't put no length on it. But if I could look back, I think it probably started around the time TYRESE got on that little racing movie. What's the name of it, y'all? Fast and Furious. I think it started around Fast and Furious. Because you can just kind of peep the vibe change. I always notice the vibes and the energy changes, y'all. Now, it's a huge difference between energy changing because you got a new job, or energy changing because you got some money, or energy changes because something tragic happened in your life. We can kind of pick up on them vibes, bro. The DL shit vibes, I'm gonna tell y'all them vibes, bro. The DL vibes is such a strong vibe that if I tell y'all exactly every single thing, y'all gonna look at everybody differently. Because it shocked me when I found out about this DL shit going on, right? How to know if a man in particular, but anybody, is doing DL shit. There's this huge energy shift. And I ain't talking about energy upwards. It comes from a person being happy or whatever to just neutral. And I ain't talking about us, like I say, a scared neutral or like a safety neutral. I'm talking about like just so neutral that it's almost like it's a form of guilt, right? And we know this too because we know a lot of criminals. But see, what I can decipher between the criminal world versus DL shit is that in the criminal world, when a criminal just did a crime and they're guilty about it, or they they did it, it's a different kind of guilt. It's more like a scared of the police guilt or scared of persecution guilt. But DL guilt is a whole nother thing, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. I seen niggas lose they light behind this DL shit. I seen bitches fold and turn to a whole different bitch behind this DL shit. You know what I'm saying? And since I've been out here, I met a lot of people. I know a lot of crimes. I know about people dying, all types of shit, right? Drugs, bitches, all types of shit, right? I don't look at DL shit that like that. But see, what I notice is that they love to choose amateurs to bring them in the DL world. So never ever trust a DL person. Mostly, I say at least 90% of the DL community, especially in the black community, didn't know nothing about no street shit. All of them were amateurs. They were pretending. A lot of these niggas was out there on the block and don't even know what the fuck they doing out there, right? And when they get that little first DL encounter or get a DL boyfriend or girlfriend, however they go, and they keep them secret, their whole energy changes to the point people notice it, and that's when a lot of fights and shootings start. Because guess what? They try to go back out there like everything's normal. Whole time, people can pick up on the vibes. That's why they be like, "What the fuck wrong with you? Or what's different? What happened?" And they gonna lie. "Oh, ain't nothing going on." Blah blah blah, and try to bring up somebody else's name, right? Reason why I said all this is because I noticed that same energy shift in Tyrese. Now, see, Morris Chestnut, he already been vibrating that type of energy since the 90s, so I think they been broke him in. I think Morris Chestnut been DL since the 90s, right? But Tyrese, he actually came in the game different. Like, if y'all go back to, like, the baby boy Tyrese or, like, when he first came in the game, he looked like a whole different nigga. So y'all notice that, too. Notice how when people come in the game, if they look different than how they end up looking, something's going on. Now, this is the difference between upgrading. Like, if you look better type shit, that's a different story. Tyrese came in looking like a whole different nigga. Just go look back, y'all. Go look back. Tyrese came in looking like a whole different nigga, right? And by the time Fast and Furious hit, he looked like a whole nother nigga. You know what I'm saying? So look at that transformation. Tyrese is DL, and he was messing with Morris Chestnut. How do we know? Because look at the dynamics, bro. They ain't ever been around each other. Now, it's a lot of people in the industry that ain't been around each other too. So don't you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about that part. The fact that this lady particularly said that Morris Chestnut and Tyrese was messing around kind of rung a bell in my head. I'm like, you know what? Something do sound familiar about that. Something is adding up about that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm calling out all DL activity. They've been trying to attack me, harass me, get me on their side, stalk me, destroy me. They tried everything. And all I've been doing was just brushing them off and exposing them for trying to take me down, right? I know that shit is true about Morris Chestnut and Tyrese. I got a hunch. And then when I started liking Lisa, they couldn't hide their shit no more. Like it was just one by one by one. All them black celebrities revealed their true colors. One by one. It got to the point I was like, who's next? Who the fuck's next finna act weird and say some fluky, weird shit? Who else? Because there's a few white people doing it, but there's a bunch of niggas doing it. Damn near the whole black industry doing it, right? So I was wondering, I'm like, who the fuck's next? Who gonna be next on this list of DL shit, right? Morris Chestnut was. And this was like early 2000s, right? Early 2025, right? Early 2025. They used the Watson account to stalk me. By the time I tuned in, and the video I chose, which was on my timeline, happened to be the episode where Lisa was on. I knew something was weird because she didn't post nothing about it. She didn't even put it in her stories. She didn't tell nobody to go check it out or nothing. So I believe she did not enjoy working with Tyrese. You know what I'm saying? I clicked on the episode. It was already weird. I say she do good. She do her part everywhere she goes, right? But the whole setup was just weird. The name was weird. They did a little part where they zoomed in on her lips, which was super weird. Just everything they do regarding her be so fucking weird. Especially when, you know what I'm saying, she finally gets an opportunity in there, right? Super weird. Tyrese, Morris Chestnut in particular, in the episode, I didn't watch it, right? I just watched the clip. Morris Chestnut in particular didn't show no extra energy, but I could tell he was kind of like a little cappy on there. Little cappy on there. Little cap on there, right? But after that episode dropped, he drops a video with that other lady I was talking about, I was telling y'all about, right? Now keep in mind, this lady in particular ain't even really on. And I ain't hating or nothing. I'm just stating the obvious. She ain't really just like up there, right? She decides to join Morris Chestnut on this video where they talking about like relationship shit, right? Of course, right? But the way they was acting on there was so fucking weird. Almost like they was trying to make a joke of it, right? And then I knew then, I said, oh, Morris Chestnut, you feel some kind of way because you're DL. You in the closet, and that's when I found out you was messing around with Tyrese, and now you quiet again. You know what I'm saying? You see, I know how to shut you niggas up. Some of them took a little punishment for them to shut up. But I know how to make your ass shut up more shit than that, because you shut right the fuck up when I exposed that we found out you was messing with Tyrese. And he ain't said nothing else after that. He ain't said nothing else. I blocked him too. But I ain't heard nothing, seen nothing, nothing. No Watson account, nothing. After I exposed that you was messing with Tyrese, y'all went ghost. You know what I'm saying? So, it's sad that I gotta keep going that far to get y'all off my motherfucking trail. But I will. I ain't got no problem with that shit, nigga. Y'all gonna learn to leave niggas alone, especially people that ain't did shit to you. I actually was respecting you. And then, that's another little part I didn't even speak about with Morris Chestnut. I think he was liking on me. I think he started catching feelings for me because around the time I was catching him creeping on my account, I'm like, I'm thinking that's the big bro. Y'all know how it is, especially when you a nigga, when you out here in these streets. Certain niggas give this big bro energy, especially if they got a little more than you. And when you feel them like noticing you, you kind of be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you used to look up to them, be like, oh shit, that's what you call it, man. That's how I felt. I'm like, oh shit, Morris Chestnut checking me out, man. Maybe he hear about the Lisa situation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking he probably gonna give me pointers. Be like, oh, you gotta be, you know what I'm saying, smooth with it. Don't listen to the haters or none of that. He didn't do that. He started liking on me. How do I know he started liking on me? What's happening, gang? Because when I checked in with him and the episode of Watson dropped with Lisa on it, he started doing weird shit. He dropped that video with that other lady. And it was like he just kept going, right? It was like multiple things. He was saying slick shit on his post and trying to do man shit and all that relationship talk, right? And then he married too, just in case people be like, oh, you know, blah blah blah. He's married. Morris Chestnut is married. And he been married to this lady too. Like they been married damn near 2 decades, right? So that shocked me too. I was like, you married. I think he got kids or whatever. Why you not worried about that? You know what I'm saying? So before I found out he was married, I think he ended up posting about his wife. But that was around the time he was trying to reel me in. He was really trying to reel me in on a little DL train, right? Because I ended up having like a weird vision about him, about that other shit I was telling y'all about. And he go that way, y'all. He literally goes that way, and he thought I was gonna keep it secret because he was liking on me. But I was like, oh no, you know what I'm saying? I don't go that way. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And after that, he kind of like started refusing me. He started trying to rebuke me from doing all that. And that's how all of them did. They knew I was liking her. They knew she liked me back, right? When they looked in, tried to zone in real hard on me and her, they found out she's not DL and I'm not DL. Then they started rejecting us. Just really rejecting us so fucking hard. And I'm looking at it like, hold on, bro. I ain't did nothing to none of y'all. My choices shouldn't affect y'all. I ain't got nothing to do with y'all, but that's how predators do. When they like you, but you ain't going their way or you ain't doing stuff that they wanted, they gonna start rejecting you like you did something wrong. So that's exactly what Morris Chestnut started doing when he found out I was a DL, because he definitely did try to check in really hard on the back end, right? He found out I was a DL, then he started rejecting me. He started trying to slip count on his videos, and then he dropped that video with that other lady that Lisa worked with on Fan Reunion, right? Medea's Fan Reunion, which made her look kind of weird. That made her little position look kind of weird. Like, bitch, you ain't even on, but you gladly jumped on that video? Cool. So now I found out about more CHESTNUT. You was messing around with TYRESE. That's why TYRESE is super emotionally unstable. This nigga cries on the internet. Now, I ain't saying men can't cry. That ain't what I said. This nigga cried too much. This nigga is so fucking emotionally traumatized that we like, what the hell's wrong with you, TYRESE? It's because he like men too on the low. But see, one thing about TYRESE, he do cap a little bit, and he did act it a little weird, but he's more like the homie. He's more like the homie. We just be like, shut the fuck up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it really not no hostile energy between me and TYRESE, even though I know he's DL, which means he's probably a bottom. Y'all gotta learn that too, bottoms and tops, or both. Some people are both. They could be bottoms and tops. But a nigga that's fully a top, that's DL, they are hostile. Super hostile. Damn near they'll kill you. And I ain't talking about sexual shit. I'm talking about really murder you, kill you in your house type shit. TYRESE is a bottom. This is why he's more emotional and you can actually talk to him, but he's still DL. And I started respecting Tyrese the first time he cried on the internet about his baby mama when he was having baby mama trauma issues and shit. I stopped fucking with him then because I'm like, some shit you don't supposed to put on the internet, especially at your status. You know what I'm saying? He could have just simply put a post about it. This man crying his eyes out on the internet. And we like, what the hell's going on? Whole time, it's just your baby mama getting child support from you, bro. Like, nigga, you ain't have to cry about that. But that was his episode, his DL episode. He's very emotional because he's DL. He can't control his emotions, and he know that he messed around with more CHESTNUT. That's why his life ain't going too good when it comes to all that, the relationship, love talk. His Tyrese life ain't good on that part. Like maybe his business okay, maybe his acting, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, Tyrese can't act and he can sing, right? Tyrese actually can act and can sing, but he's not fully open about what he did and who he was messing around with because it will make him look fruity. He'll be technically bisexual, right? And it's like that's been fucking him up for a while. Tyrese just gonna come out the closet, bro. Whoever can't handle it, they just can't handle it, bro. The reason why I want niggas like Tyrese to come out the closet is because if you keep that shit in and decide to speak on your encounter with whoever it was, they will kill you, especially if they are a dedicated top. These niggas will kill you. You know what I'm saying? So just come out, just be like you had an encounter with a man. You ain't gonna say whoever, and whatever happened, happened. After you do that, Tyrese, leave America. Take a whole long vacation from America. You and your girl, whoever you got right now, and your kids, leave America because they gonna start trying to drag you. The DL community gonna start attacking you. All these memes and shit. But if you don't even tune into that shit, they gonna stop. They gonna stop. But this is for you, Tyrese, because your emotions is so out of whack. You don't even see it like that. Your emotions is fucked up right now, Tyrese. But let's go back to Morris Chestnut. So, you came in the game. I think it was Boys in the Hood, from what I know. This is what the public knows. You came in the game on Boys in the Hood, right? The black community actually accepted you. You just kept going to like legendary movies like what it was, Best Man. Even though I don't like Best Man like that, it still, you know what I'm saying, it still was a memory in the black community. And you did pretty good on there. And then I forgot what else you was on in the 90s, but when the 2000s hit, bro, that's when all that weird shit started coming in. The number one weird movie you did in the 2000s was Like Mike with Bow Wow. Now, we watched that movie a lot. And we watched it for Bow Wow at the time because we were kids too. Like me, my sister, my brother, we were kids watching Like Mike for Bow Wow because we used to like Bow Wow, right? That movie in particular was so fucking weird, bro, that I didn't notice the shit when I was younger. I had to grow up and look back. They had you doing some weird shit with Bow Wow, bro. This is why I say, man, y'all should have just said no. Fuck all that. Let me just do it my own way or find another role. They had you doing a lot of weird shit with Bow Wow and Like Mike. No cap. Just go look at it right now, y'all. And if you can't see it with the regular eye, try to get high or drunk and watch that shit. Watch all that. Watch all y'all favorite shit high or drunk. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Like Mike was motherfucking so weird, bro. Bow Wow, he gonna have to come out of the closet. What's up, Annoyed? What's happening with you, gang? Bow Wow, you gonna have to come out the closet too about what happened to you as a kid. And he can't lie and say, oh, ain't nothing happening and blah blah blah. Well, you can't fucking lie, bro. We already know what they do to kids at your status in that game, especially black kids. But you worked with Morris Chestnut on Like Mike, and we know Morris Chestnut went that way too. Now I don't know if he a pedophile or not. That's something I ain't heard. But I believe they was trying to make him a pedophile on Like Mike because that whole dynamic between you and Morris Chestnut was so fucking weird, bro. And they almost had you looking like a girl, Bow Wow. It's deeper than having braids and shit. You supposed to be a little boy. You know what I'm saying? But they had you down there teeter tottering to this bisexual image, which is very weird. You know what I'm saying? So when the Like Mike era came around, that made Morris Chestnut look a little weird. And that's when his respect started falling in the black community. Now, after that, I can't really say too much on what he was doing because after that, I really ain't been paying attention to him, right? Mostly everybody in the black community likes Morris Chestnut's 90s roles, right? That's because he was more of a neutral person, right? But in the 2000s when this shit started coming out, I was like, yeah, you losing it. He lost his juice. So what CBS did recently was give Morris Chestnut another shot. They said, okay, we're gonna make your own show this time, which will be his first time ever starring in his own show, right? Now, from what I heard, it's not a bad show, but it ain't a good show. It ain't like niggas is just talking about it everywhere. Then I didn't watch it. I didn't even know he had a show, to be honest, until I started like looking around and shit. And then if me and Lisa didn't have our little moment, I wouldn't have found out about none of y'all. I ain't gonna lie, cause I cut off most of y'all ass anyway, and y'all wasn't making no noise or nothing. So me dealing with Lisa had me figure out about Watson. Like I was hearing about it, but when I found out she was on one of your episodes, I said, okay, let me check in then. Let me see what this show about. It's really like a spinoff of Madlock or whatever them detective shows. It's like a parody of another detective show, right? Which is already throwing me off. They don't ever give y'all original ideas. They don't ever give you niggas original ideas, bro. All of y'all literally are doing shit that's already been done or spinoffs from another person's story, which is another red flag, and which is why I don't deal with y'all nigga. Yeah, y'all motherfucking ass, right? So Watson is definitely a parody of another white show. It ain't doing bad, but it ain't doing good. And they end up getting Lisa on one episode, right? They not talking about that. That's why I was getting on Lisa ass. I was like, why is you getting all these motherfucking mild ass roles and accepting these motherfucking weird ass DL shit, right? That's cause that's what she can get. That ain't saying she sucks or nothing like that. She just not finna bend over for niggas. Plus she's stronger than a lot of niggas anyway. She already physically stronger than a lot of niggas. But she get her money. She gonna get her money regardless, right? But she ain't gonna do certain shit. So that's why they limit her access to what she can get, right? She ended up getting on Watson. And now all of they capped on it. Um, it was a very weird episode. Like the synopsis of it is they try to say that she killed her two daughters and she was in jail, right? And I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Why it couldn't be just, you know what I'm saying, something else? They capped about her killing her kids. So I know they hit her hard too. But you know they gonna be like, oh, it's just fake and all that, blah blah blah. It's you know it's not real. But then y'all turn around and say y'all want real experiences behind this shit. That's why I don't trust y'all. That's why I do not trust y'all. Y'all be trying to conjure up demons. Y'all be trying to make it reality and shit. Whole time y'all got power over what the fuck y'all be doing, bro. And the shit was so fucking weird. That shit was so fucking weird. Matter of fact, the whole Watson show is just fucking weird. More CHESTNUT. You just a weird ass nigga, bro. All you niggas from the 90s, y'all niggas weird as fuck. I don't care what niggas talking about. Fuck with the DL community talking about y'all niggas weird as fuck. And then now we know that you was messing around with TYRESE. That makes a lot of sense, because TYRESE was going hard early 2000s. Late 90s, early 2000s, TYRESE was going hard. Then next thing you know, it's like he just dropped. Notice that shit, y'all. It's two things that be going on in the industry when the niggas start going hard. When they come in hard as hell, people like them and they, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing, whatever. And then next thing you know, they just drop or fall away from the mountain. It's two things that went on. Either one, they didn't accept the signing their soul thing, or two, they either had a DL encounter or doing DL shit. Because DL encounters can fuck up your mind too. That don't mean you went that way. You probably got asked. Kind of like Tupac. Quincy Jones asked Tupac to fuck him. That don't mean Tupac actually fucked Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones asked Tupac, could he fuck him, right? I'm pretty sure that fucked him up. And he did. It fucked Tupac up mentally, and he started like losing his mind after that. He started just going crazy after that, right? So there's a difference between Illuminati shit and DL shit. Even though they both the same shit, it's a big difference. A lot of y'all favorite people in the industry or artists, they have a moment where they just at the top going hard or, you know what I'm saying, doing pretty good, right? Then next thing you know, boom, you don't hear from them for a while, or they just start going downhill, right? That be that DL shit. When you not a part of that DL shit, or you not DL at all, you get to a point in your career where you damn near at the top of your peak. And then next thing you know, if you don't do whatever they say you gotta do, you start losing shit. You lose your momentum. You lose your fan base. And you damn near gotta go back to work. You damn near gotta go to a regular job after that. That don't mean you trash. Trust me, they will paint in your mind that you're not good enough and, oh, we got better and all that. It ain't about your talent. It's about your integrity. You know what I'm saying? And I'm actually down for that. If y'all have turned down the deal shit or Illuminati and you had to go back to work because they closed it on you, congratulations to you. You actually passed. Because the ones that accept that shit, they don't realize they're in a lifetime contract, which means they can act like they finna go and they, oh, I'm done with this, I'm finna retire. Then the motherfucker be like, you finna do what? And now they gotta get their bitch ass back up and pay the piper. And once they try to act like they run away from it, they will kill their ass. So y'all have dodged a huge lifetime bullets. Don't ever feel like y'all failed or nothing. No, a lot of y'all are way better than the motherfucking monkeys they got at the top right now. These motherfuckers are monkeys. They suck. They damn near can't even clean their own fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? So I always know that upcoming artists and everybody that's trying to get in this game, don't do that. Go independent. Don't believe these motherfuckers. It's a lot of liars out here in this industry that's middlemen, the middleman niggas. They gonna lie and be like, oh, such wasn't good enough, or oh, you gotta be like this and all that. Whole time, it's all about their fucking sexual fantasies. It's about men sleep with men, women sleep with women, or demonic shit. That's it. That's the secret. If you wanna go higher and get famous and go viral and all that shit, you gonna have to do some gay shit. Have to. There ain't no debating and going around it. I didn't have to do it. All that. They fucking lying. They probably was drugged up and sleep, and they got on tape. You have to do that shit. I seen the greatest of the greats lose everything, just like that. And we be like, what the fuck going on? Whole time they don't want to speak about it because it's very traumatizing, or they just want to let their past go, right? But we know what the fuck went on. They wanted to fuck you, and it wasn't just regular sex. They wanted to do some gay shit with you, and you weren't down for that. You know what I'm saying? So, Morris Chestnut, he's what you call it? He's DL as hell. He's a top. This is why he gonna have a little something. But Tyrese, boy, they wait on you to crack. You've been looking like you cracking lately. They wait on you to say something, bro. But the thing is, you can defeat that, bro. Just go on, just go and give it up, bro. Just leave that shit behind. Get your money. Come clean. You ain't gotta say with who. Just come clean. And live your life peacefully, bro. Cause if not, you gonna be tortured, you gonna be fucked up, and you gonna die from stress, bro. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? If Tyrese hear that shit, don't do that, bro. You like, people still love you, bro. People still love Tyrese. He got a beautiful voice and he actually can't act. But if you let them people take you out or control your life, then you fucked up, Tyrese. You know what I'm saying? But Morris Chestnut, he done, bro. He can't do shit. He's forever stuck. You know what I'm saying? Cause he's gone. He's like the rest of them 90s niggas. Them 90s people, they stuck. They gone forever. They can't do shit. Even if they think they finna say something, they got them on camera doing some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. I'm out this bitch. Love y'all. Those say Crushindo. Very traumatizing moments in my life and theirs. Very traumatizing moments in my life and their life. They literally tried everything to mess up me and Lisa's moments, which was also weird. And the truth gonna always come out. I'm the type of nigga gonna talk about everything, bro. So I ain't got no filter. They not paying me. I don't care about no getting in trouble and they gonna do this to you. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about, boy. I was raised on from this shit, and that ain't cause of my parents. I learned shit outside of what my parents knew. There's some shit I ain't tell my parents. That's only because I was wondering. I was learning and I knew people. You know what I'm saying? And they knew that the people I met knew that I was smart, so they taught me everything I needed to know. And I saw a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why this industry shit, I was like, y'all just basically gay. That's it. Y'all gay and devil worshippers. It ain't no conspiracy. It ain't no, what about this and all that. No, these niggas just fucking gay and they devil worshippers. That's it. They work with the government. That's it. Y'all want to know what the whole mystery is? They're gay, they work with the government, and they're devil worshippers. That's it. Ain't no talent, ain't no super magic and all that shit. No, none of that. None of that. They're just gay. They work with the devil and the government. That's it. So let that sink in and then go back and see what I'm talking about. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Like one day I'm gonna talk about how damn near on every black movie that got something to do with crime or whatever, they end up putting the FBI in there every single time. Every single time. It got to the point you kind of tell when they gonna bring them in. So I'm like, I knew y'all niggas was rats and fed babies. Y'all niggas are government plants, and they just let the people know that every time. Even on comedy movies, it can be a comedy movie. They up in there, it's supposed to be a funny movie, and then they burn the FBI in there. Like, wait a minute, why y'all always bringing the FBI around, bro? That's because that's who's controlling them too. They work with the FBI. But we gonna talk about that in another episode. Love y'all. Dope circle, y'all already know what to do. I'll play my beats, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Blah, I'm out this bitch.